Hello and welcome. Today we are looking at the Falcon XY017 drone, courtesy of GearBest.com. Check out their site for some big promotions going on now. Now this drone has altitude hold, HD Wi-Fi streaming, auto takeoff, auto land, headless mode, one key return, and plenty of other neat features. So let's check it out. Now the drone comes in this simple white box right here, showing the drone, and right here it says XY Falcon, shows the transmitter here. Right here at the top it has a listing of its features, such as barometer set height, headless mode, camera, Wi-Fi streaming, so on and so forth. Here on the back you could see both models. There's a white model and a black model. Today we'll be looking at the black one. And as you can see, it's checked off there where it says black. And that's essentially it. So let's open her up and take a look inside. So here we go. So right off the bat we could see the drone already folded and compact. So let's pull out the drone here. So there we go. So apparently there's 4 holes there because the legs go through that. We have a box right here on the right. And this box, I believe, contains the transmitter. So let's take a look in there. Yep, right here. Contains the transmitter. And then right underneath this box here, we have a bag full of all the usuals: the spare propellers, propeller guards, screwdriver, USB charger, so on and so forth. And then we have the mobile device clip right here for the transmitter. And we have the instruction manuals here. So that's essentially it. Let's take one last look at all this. Taking a last look at the contents of the box, we have the drone itself, its 3.7 volt 900 milliamp LiPo battery, screwdriver, spare propellers, propeller guards, its USB charger, the instruction manuals, the transmitter, and its mobile device clip. Now taking a quick look at this drone, it is a sharp looking drone there. It says XY at the top, and you can see its camera and brushed propellers. But I quickly wanted to show you beforehand something cool about its battery. Let me pull out the battery here. Now this is its proprietary 3.7 volt 900 milliamp LiPo battery, and it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to charge, and you get about a 7 to 8 minute flight time. But the cool thing is, due to its connection here, this drone is compatible with other types of batteries, in particular the Sky Viper batteries right here. They also have the same connection, so you could use the chargers of the Sky Vipers and this interchangeably. So you could charge this battery with the Sky Viper charger or vice versa. And you could use this battery, which they sell in many retail stores like Target or Walmart. And this is a 3.7 volt 1200 milliamp LiPo battery. And so I'll show you now how you can connect it. You would have to use like a rubber band to hold it in place. But this might give you a little extra flight time because this is a 1200 versus a 900 milliamp. So let me show you how you would install that. Here's the setup right here. As you could see, it powers on the quadcopter very nicely with all the lights there. And so this is essentially how it is. It's plugged in right there. And then the battery simply rests on top, and then you could get like a black rubber band to match the color of the quadcopter and simply just wrap it around a couple of times there like that, and it does fly pretty decently. So that's just a neat little trick there. So let's continue looking at the quadcopter in its normal state. Now continuing to look at the drone, it is a very cool and interesting looking drone with a neat design to it. Right here at the front, you could see it's 720p HD camera, which I believe is 2 megapixels. And there is a 0.3 megapixel version out there, but this one is 2 megapixels. And it does have a range of tilt, not quite 90 degrees, but slight range of tilt there to look at the bottom and slightly upwards. So that's cool. And right down here is its 8 SD card slot right there, right next to the on-off switch there at the bottom. And now that we're looking at the bottom, we notice that it does have very interesting landing legs. They are a little longer and clearer than some of these other drones. And also they have these rubbery bottoms there that slide off kind of easily, so you may want to possibly glue those in. But the lights on the legs are very clear and bright, so very good for orientation or perhaps an early evening flight. So that's very cool. Right there at the top it says XY for Xiang, I believe that's the company. And the motors are brushed motors, and this is foldable like a lot of the new quadcopters out there. It doesn't quite look like the Mavic. A lot of them go for that DJI Mavic look. This one not quite, but it is foldable and it is very easy to fold. It doesn't have any special latches or anything, so you simply fold the front arms first and then the rear legs, and then just fold it like that. Make sure the propellers are aligned, and that's essentially it right there. That's how it looks when it's all compact like that. You can see all the legs there and the front of it. So it is very portable, very cool looking. So a very interesting design, very cool looking design of this quadcopter. So now let's take a closer look at its transmitter and check it out. Now here's the drone's transmitter. It does quite resemble a Parrot fly pad for some of the Parrot toy drones. But it is very interesting looking with this gap in the middle, and just a very cool design to it, very well labeled. This transmitter does take 4 AAA batteries, 2 on each side, and it doesn't require any screws to put on the backs of these. So 4 AAA batteries for this, and it does require a slight installation to put on this little clip, and no screws or anything like that. You just snap it on, and you would have your mobile device clip. But yes, this is very well labeled and has very easy to follow icons. So as standard, we have the left throttle stick and right rudder stick. We have your auto takeoff and auto land button right here. You have your video button right there, your camera button right here, your 1-key return button right there, your emergency shut off. So you push this to shut off all the motors if necessary. Here are your directional trims. Here's your power button, on off. Right here is your lights button. So you would push that to turn on the lights, push it again to turn it off. Here's your rates or speed button, and there are 3 speeds. So you push it once and you hear a beep, and then you can push it up to 3 times and hear 3 beeps indicating the fastest rate. Here is your headless mode button, and here's your flip button, which you would press and then move your directional stick in the direction you would like to flip. So a very simple layout, very easy to follow. So good design there, and it does provide about a 50 to 100 meter range of control. So overall a very good transmitter. So Now let's set this up for a first time flight and check it out. So once fresh, fully charged batteries are installed in both the transmitter and drone, the first step is to turn on the drone with its on-off switch right here at the bottom. So once that's done, you should see the blinking lights. Then you turn on the transmitter by pushing the button. And then once that's done, you have to bind the transmitter to the drone by putting the throttle stick up and down like so. And once that's done, you should see the lights go solid. At that point, you're bound. But the next recommended step is to calibrate the gyro. So make sure that that's done on a flat surface without the drone moving, and that it's done at the ground level. And that's done by putting both sticks down and to the center like so. And so you'll see a couple of blinks and then it'll go solid, and so you've calibrated your gyros correctly. At that point, you'd have to go into your Wi-Fi settings to connect to the drone's Wi-Fi and then enter the app. So let's do that right now. So once in your phone's Wi-Fi settings, what you want to connect to is Wi-Fi 720p with a serial number there, and there's no default password or anything like that. So you would just connect to that, and then at that point, once that's connected, you would run this app, and it's in both the Android and iOS app stores, and it's called Wi-Fi UFO, and it looks like that. And so you would launch that, and then here is the app. You're greeted with this screen here. Now there is some help files there, and there is some settings, but mainly what you want to go into is this play. And as you could see right away, we have a Wi-Fi stream right there, and the Wi-Fi range on this is about 30 to 80 meters. And so here are the typical controls or Wi-Fi settings that you get here. This will take you to the main menu. This will take a picture. This will take a video. This will show your album of taken videos or pictures. Here are your rates, and that applies if you actually use the phone to fly this, which you actually can. You just wouldn't bind it to the transmitter. And once you do that, you have these virtual controls which you turn on right here with that icon, and you could set the altitude hold with this icon, your rates right there, your 360 flips. You could fly with the accelerometer, and so if you tilt the phone, it'll fly in that direction. You have your trims, your auto takeoff, auto land, your emergency stop, and you have some additional settings here to split the screen for putting this in cell phone goggles for FPV, your compass calibration right there, your headless mode, and you can flip the video so you can have it upside down if necessary. So those are essentially the controls and the app. So now we're all set for a flight. So let's take it for a small flight and check it out.
you.